going on? I'm Steve. Hope you're having a great day today. All right, let's learn 3 amazing songs from the Beatles in just a couple of minutes. Right there, that was the fast-paced and fun Please Please Me, one of my favorite songs from the early 60s. And I've got 2 more coming up. A super smooth strumming song, I think it's one of John Lennon's greatest, and a real rocker in the middle. So let's just get right to them. Okay, first up in G major, it's You've Got to Hide Your Love Away. So beautiful right here. So you play a G major, but one of the keys of this song is keep this finger on the 3rd fret of the B and the E strings, the high E string, nearly the whole time, like that. So G major, then to a D major, but again, not a regular D major. You're hitting the open D string and 2nd fret of the G string, but then 3rd fret, the B and E strings again. Then you go to an F major, but instead of a regular F major, keep these fingers on the 3rd of the high E and the B string again, with this one on the 2nd fret of the G string, and that one on the 3rd fret of the D string. Cool way to play an F major and back to G. So together, G, D, F, G, and now take these fingers, this is so easy, take the low parts right here of the G major you got and move them up to these strings. All you did was move those and strum the rest of it. So now you're in a C major, again, instead of a regular C major. You got the same things, 3rd fret of the A and 2nd fret of the D string with the open G and that 3rd fret of the B and E string. So move them again to the F major that we just did, back down to the C and back down to the G. Isn't that cool? F, C, G. One more time all together. G, G, F, G, C, F, C, F, G. And when you go to a D major, you got a regular D major just for a second, and you hammer it on. You hammer on the open G to the 2nd fret like that, and you go back into verse 2. C, F, C, G, D, F, G, C, F, C, and this time you go to regular D again, regular D, but do this little walk down. Very cool. So start off with this finger on the 3rd fret of the B string and this one on the 2nd fret of the G string. So, hitting those notes of a D major. And then put this one right here, on the 3rd fret of the A string. Sounds a little messy like that. And then remove these 2 and put this one on the 2nd fret of the A string while keeping the 3rd fret of the B right there. And then just remove that. So you got the 3rd fret of the B and everything else in between right there. So, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Like that. And then it goes G. Hey, got to hide your C love away. This is so cool, isn't that right there? You had the D with that 3rd fret on the high E string, and you regular D major, then release to hit the open high E string, and back to D major, G, got to see your love away, D, into a regular D major, and then you're good to go. It does that through another verse and, maybe 2 verses, 1 more chorus, and then there's some, horn section at the end. Great, great, great song. All right, let's do the next one. It's a rocker, like I said. I Saw Her Standing There in E major. All right, I'm going to show you a couple different ways to play it. The easy way is down here with some chords, and the harder way is, some of the extra notes that George Harrison did. I'll also show you the bass line in a second. That Paul was playing so cool. So it's in E, but instead of a regular E major, you play an E7th, like that. So again, this is sort of the easy chords version here. Play an E7th, whether you put your pinky or another finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and go low to high like this. Ready? So I'm doing some palm muting. Keep that rhythm going as much as you can. She was just 17, you know what I mean. All right, there I went, you know, that's an A7th. So I just laid my finger down to an A major, like that, and add the 3rd fret of the high E string. You know what I mean. Back to E7th, the way she looked, way beyond compare. That's a B7th this time, so 2nd fret of the A, 1st of the D, and 2nd of the G strings. And you can hit all the open notes like that. And if you want, you can add your pinky to the 2nd fret of the high E string. And then it goes, so how could I dance without her? Whoa, I saw her standing there. All right, that one's pretty cool. The way to do it, the easy way that I found, is don't worry about a whole E major. Just hit the low 3 notes of an E major and then add this one to the 4th fret of the low E string. So go, dance with another, to an A major. And, you know, because I'm sort of like this, I just, again, hit the low notes, try not to hit the high note. And then you can go to a C major, like that, but it sounds cooler if you go to that, instead of a B7th, go up 1 fret with the B7th to a C7th. And you probably want to avoid that B string. So listen. And if you can just hit those notes, great. What you can also do is lay this thing down flat on the 3rd fret of the G, B, and high E strings. And I saw E, her standing, B7th, E, like that. Then it does another verse, and then it goes into the bridge. And the bridge is in A. It goes, well, my heart went boom, and it's just A major, in mine. That's B7th again, and back to A7th. Whoa, we dance through the night. E7th, A7th, back to E7th. B7th, one more time, ready? E, so if you can play the whole E major and add your pinky to that 4th fret, you can. A, there's that cool C major or C7th. When I E her, B7th, didn't mean to hit the low note right there. B7th, her standing there. Then it goes. Oh, yes, I saw her stand. Does it? Very end it goes A, like an A7th, like that. Isn't that cool? So it goes from an A7 to an E, but sort of does this little walk up from the D all the way to the high E string, and a big strum out of the E major at the end. All right, I promise you some of those notes. If you want to play it a little bit more like the record, it goes. So you got an E7th again, but this time you're on the 4th fret of the high E, 3rd of the B string, and 4th of the G string, like this. Little palm muting. Now that is, you know, a little bonus. He throws in this rockabilly kind of lick. Very sweet. So you're already in this position, which means you take the 4th of the G, and slide it instantly to the 2nd fret of that G string, and whether you pick it or pull it off to the open G, and then you go to the 2nd fret of the D string all together. You know, after that it goes into that and while he's doing those high notes, Paul is doing the bass line. This thing's so cool. 2 clicks with maybe some palm muting of the low E string, 4th fret, open, and then 2nd fret of the A string, open A, back to the 4th fret of the low E. A little slowly. Very cool, get it going fast. Man, that thing is a blast to play. All right, let's move on to the last one here. It's Please Please Me, the one I showed you at the beginning, from the early 60s. Just such a blast to play with a harmonica and all that cool stuff. I love it. It's also in E major. So fun to play right here. So it's an E major, but the first note is actually an A string, and hammer it right onto the 2nd fret really quickly like that. And then you got the low E string for the E major. And I'll show you this part in a second. That's really nice too. So E major, let me give you the chords. A, E, G, A, B. Like that, G, A, B. The best way to do it is bar chords, because then you just move your fingers up. You could do a regular G major, A major, B, or a B7, but the bar chords are probably the best. G, A, B, nice staccato, good rhythm. Back to E. A, E, and then it goes real quick strumming like that. Love that thing. You can give it one pop if you want to, or you can do it like that, like they do on the record. But when it goes, you're hitting the low E string like that, and then 2nd fret of the D string twice, and then the A string on the 2nd fret right there, and then it goes, come on, I'll give you the chords first. A, F sharp minor, C sharp minor, A, please, please, E, mo, A, B7. So that's really nice. So again, when you're starting out there, come on, that's A major. I'm just sort of laying my finger down, come on. F sharp minor. It's an F sharp minor. You can bar it if you want to. I just use my thumb. To a C sharp minor. Again, you can bar it if you want to. Come on, A. Come on, please, E, me, whoa, A, B7th. And the B7th is here on the 2nd fret of the A string, 1st fret of the D, and 2nd of the G right there. Like that, with the open B and E strings, or you can put your pinky up on the high E string like that. Like I please you, A, B7th, E, like that. Let me give you these notes real quick. I'm sort of simulating their singing right here. So you're hitting the 5th fret of the B, and then the high E string, like that. And then going down to the 4th fret of the B string, still with that open high E string, down 2 more frets, to the 2nd fret of the B and the open high E, and then open both of them, and then add the 2nd fret of the B back on, open again both of them, and then 1st fret of the G string all together. Like that. Okay, so I've shown you the verses, choruses like that, and in the middle it goes a bridge, A, B7th, E, B7th, with you, E, whoa, yeah, A, B7th, E, right there. And then, does the verses and choruses the whole way through the song, and at the end it goes with you. Love that. It's got one of the neatest, 4 or 5 chord endings right there. E, G, C. I'm doing a bar chord. You can do a regular C, do a B or a B7th, and back to E. So E major right there. Pick which version of those chords you do, but regardless of how you slice it, I love that ending. I'd love to know which one of these is your favorite, and give me some more suggestions for Beatles songs. I could do these all day long. All right, catch you around the channel. See ya.